A very good morning to all the students of class 4. Dear student, today we will study the 12th chapter of social science from the book Our Land, Our World. So, dear student, this is the 12th chapter named as Agriculture and Livestock. So, dear student, very first you should know what are the learning objectives of this chapter. So, dear student, as you can see in my screen, you will learn about agriculture. Secondly, you will learn about green revolution. Thirdly, you will learn about livestock and their subtopics, importance of livestock, white revolution or operation for flood, beast border, other uses, and taking care of animals. So let's discuss the 12th chapter, which is agriculture and livestock. Dear student, let's discuss the first learning objective, which is agriculture. So let's discuss it. Dear student, as you all know, agriculture implies use of natural and human resources. Agriculture किसका यूज करता है? नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज और ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज दोनों का यूज करता है. We use soil for growing seeds. हम मिट्टी का यूज कब करते हैं? सीड्स को बोने के लिए करते हैं, बीज को बोने के लिए करते हैं. Water for irrigation, minerals for fertilizers, human and livestock for plowing and harvesting. So, more than 121 crore people live in our country. About 70% of working population is engaged in agriculture. So, our country is called an agriculture country. So, dear student, this is very important question. Why our country is called as an agriculture country? So, because more than 121 crore people live in our country and about 70% of working population is engaged in agriculture. That's why our country is called as a agriculture country. Yet for a long time we grew food grains, not enough for our needs. We had to import cereals from other countries. Then we used quality seeds, good fertilizers, irrigation facilities, modern agriculture implements, and progressive method of farming. Now we produce more food grains than we need. We export food grains to other countries too. So, dear student, this is very important part of chapter. So, from this paragraph, we learn about why why our country is called as an agriculture country. Why? Because 70% of working population is engaged with agriculture. That's why we call our country is as agriculture country. We have to import cereals from other country. Why? Because we don't have enough resources to produce cereals. Then we used quality seeds, good fertilizers, irrigation facility, modern agriculture implements, and progressive method of farming. Now we produce more food grains than we need. We export food grains to other countries too. So, dear student, this is all about agriculture. Let's discuss the Green Revolution. So, let's discuss Green Revolution. Our government had made plans to improve agriculture. It is helping the farmers in many ways. हमारी सरकार बहुत सारे प्लान्स बना रही है एग्रीकल्चर को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए, जो फार्मर्स को बहुत तरीके से हेल्प करेंगी. It has built dams to give regular supply of water through canals. Block development officers and Gram Sevak guide the farmers to use modern method of farming. जो गांव में विलेज डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर्स होते हैं और ग्राम सेवक होते हैं, वो फार्मर्स को मॉडर्न मेथड जो अभी चल रहा है फार्मिंग का उसके लिए उन्हें गाइड करते हैं. दे हेल्प देम to get loan to buy tractor and install tubewells. They help them to get loans to buy tractor and install tubewells. वो उनकी कैसे हेल्प करते हैं? उन्हें ट्रैक्टर या ट्यूबवेल्स के लिए लोन देकर उन्हें हेल्प करते हैं. They provide them good seeds and fertilizers at low cost. वो और कैसे हेल्प करते हैं? उन्हें अच्छे बीज देकर और बहुत ही कम दाम पर अच्छे फर्टिलाइजर्स देकर. The government educate the farmers through कृषि दर्शन program on the television and खेती की बातें on the radio. कैसे एजुकेट करते हैं, कैसे पढ़ाते हैं फार्मर्स को, कैसे नॉलेज देते हैं? उनको टीवी पे कृषि दर्शन का एक शो आता है, वो दिखाते हैं, एंड रेडियो पे खेती की बातें ऑन रेडियो दर्शन सुनाकर. Many agriculture colleges have been set up to train farmers in modern method of agriculture. Thus, we are increasing our agriculture production every year. This increasing production of agriculture is called green revolution. So, what is green revolution? जिसमें हम फार्मर्स को एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए, एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्शन के लिए बढ़ावा देते हैं. वो क्या कहलाता है? ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन कहलाता है. So, this is all about the green revolution. Let's move ahead. Let's discuss major crops. So, what are the major crops? In our country, we produce a variety of crops. The important are rice, wheat, millets, pulses, oilseeds, sugarcane, tea, coffee, spices, cotton and jute. हमारे कंट्री में बहुत सारे वैरायटी ऑफ क्रॉप्स हैं, जिसमें से इम्पोर्टेंट कौन से हैं? राइस, wheat, millets, pulses, oilseeds, sugarcane, tea, coffee, spices, cotton and jute. India ranked first in the world in the production of millets and jute. This is very important, which you should learn. But India ranks first in the world in the production of millets and jute. It stands second in the production of rice and tea. और इंडिया की रैंक सेकंड है किसमें? प्रोडक्शन ऑफ राइस एंड टी. राइस इज ग्रोन इन द रेनी सीजन. कब पैदा होते हैं राइस? रेनी सीजन में. इट रिक्वायर्स मच वाटर. इसे पानी की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत होती है. उड़ीसा, आंध्र प्रदेश, ईस्टर्न मध्य प्रदेश, तमिलनाडु, वेस्ट बंगाल, असम and the coastal plains produce rice in a big way. Now, Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh also produce rice in irrigated farms. The river deltas produce 2 to 3 crops of rice every year. Dear student, let's discuss millets. Millets are also grown in the rainy season. They are mainly grown in peninsular India. So let's discuss wheat. Wheat is another major cereal crop of our country. It is grown in winter. Wheat is grown in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and Malabar region of Madhya Pradesh. Pulses and oilseeds are also grown in different parts of our country. So people generally eat food grains which grow in their own region. जो आपके रीजन की फेमस चीजें होती हैं लोग उसी को ज्यादा खाते हैं. Wheat is mainly eaten in the north and northwest of India, and rice is mainly eaten in south and in the east of India. A crop grown for selling rather than for use by the person who grow it called cash crop. Yes, student, this is very important question. What is cash crop? So the answer is a crop grown for selling rather than for use by the person who grows it. It's called cash crop. किसी भी क्रॉप को किस लिए पैदा किया जाता है? उसको मार्केट में बेचने के लिए, ना कि जो इसको उगा रहा है उसके यूज के लिए. उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? कैश क्रॉप कहते हैं. The major cash crop cultivated in India are sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, jute, tea, coffee, tobacco and rubber. तो कौन-कौन सी कैश क्रॉप्स हैं जो इंडिया में पैदा होते हैं? Sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, jute, tea, coffee, tobacco and rubber. Cash crops not only provide raw materials for industries but also on being exported and foreign exchange for the country. The next one is sugarcane. Let's discuss sugarcane. Yes, student, sugarcane is very important food crop. It is grown on well-drained fertile soil. It is used to produce sugar and wood. किस लिए यूज होता है? शुगर, चीनी और गुड़ बनाने के लिए. Uttar Pradesh ranks first in the production of sugar cane. Yes, student, this is very important that you should know. The state Uttar Pradesh ranked first in the production of sugar cane. The other sugar cane producers are Bihar, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. The next one is tea. Tea needs hot rainy climate and sloping land. It is chiefly grown in Assam, northern part of West Bengal and Delhi. Hills in Karnataka are the major producers. We also produce coffee and cocoa in Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Cocoa is used in making chocolate, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. Malabar coastal area is the principal producer of spices like black pepper, clove and cardamom. So, dear student, let's move ahead as I am removing it. So, the next one is cotton. which is again very important. Cotton fibers are required for making cloths. Cotton fiber का क्यों हमें जरूरत होती है? कपड़े बनाने के लिए. It is grown mainly in the black soil of Gujarat and Maharashtra. ये कहाँ पर पैदा होते हैं? मेनली गुजरात और महाराष्ट्र में. It is also grown in Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. Jute is also a fiber crop. It is used for making gunny bags, ropes, lines and carpets. It requires hot and rainy climate. West Bengal is a leading producer of jute in India. The Green Revolution is limited to some areas and people. Even now, a large number of farmers are literate and poor. जो ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन है वो बहुत ही लिमिटेड है कुछ एरिया में और कुछ लोगों के लिए, जिसकी वजह से आज भी फार्मर्स पढ़े लिखे तो हैं लेकिन क्या है, गरीब हैं. They cannot buy modern agriculture implements. Their fields are small and soil poor. Their agriculture mainly depends on the rain. Every year there are floods in one part of the country and drought in another. The condition of our agriculture can be further improved by controlling floods, extending the irrigation facility to the desert region, testing and improving the quality of soil. Dear student, as I am revising it again, the condition of our agriculture can be further improved by कैसे improve हो सकती है? Floods को control करके, extending the irrigation facility to the desert region. रेगिस्तान जो एरिया है, रेगिस्तानी एरिया है, वहां पर भी इरिगेशन सिंचाई बढ़ा करके टेस्टिंग एंड इम्प्रूविंग द क्वालिटी ऑफ सॉइल. जो मिट्टी है उसकी क्वालिटी को टेस्ट करके और उसकी क्वालिटी में इम्प्योरिटीज होने पे उसको इम्प्रूव करने के हम अपने एग्रीकल्चर को और ज्यादा ग्रो कर सकते हैं. सो this is all about the first learning objective. Let's discuss the livestock, which is our second learning objective. So, dear student, as you all know, all the useful domestic animals are called livestock. What are the livestock? All the useful domestic animals are called as livestock. They are our friends or our helpers. So, the dog is perhaps the oldest of our friends. Animals such as dogs, horses, camels, bulls, cows, goats, sheep, and buffaloes are part of our livestock. एनिमल्स में कौन कौन से एनिमल्स हैं जो लाइव स्टॉक होते हैं? डॉग, हॉर्सेस, कैमल्स, बुल्स, काउ, गोट्स, शीप एंड बफेलोज. द मैन लुक्स आफ्टर देम. इन रिटर्न he gets wool, milk, service and leathers. इन एनिमल्स को के साथ हम उन्हें पालते हैं तो हमें रिटर्न में क्या मिलता है? दूध मिलता है, ऊन मिलता है, उनसे मिलने वाली सर्विसेज मिलती है और लेदर्स मिलता है. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ लाइवस्टॉक. सो cows, buffaloes, goat and sheep provide us the milk. Cow, buffalo और goat, sheep हमें क्या देती है? दूध देती है. Milk is a complete food for us. It is tasty and nourishing. Child, young and old all like milk and milk products. From milk we make curd, cheese, butter, buttermilk, ghee and several स्वीट्स। मिल्क प्रोडक्ट कौन कौन से हैं? मिल्क से हम क्या बनाते हैं? कर्ड बनाते हैं, चीज बनाते हैं, बटर बनाते हैं, बटर मिल्क, घी और बहुत सारी मिठाइयाँ भी बनाते हैं। मिल्क हेल्प्स children to grow and become healthy and strong. मिल्क हमें कैसे हेल्प करता है? मिल्क जब बच्चे पीते हैं तो वो ग्रो जल्दी करते हैं, हेल्दी बनते हैं और स्ट्रॉन्ग बनते हैं. So this is the importance of livestock. So let's understand White Revolution or Operation Flood. As this is a pictorial part of a milk dairy. So total production of milk is not sufficient for growing population. बढ़ती हुई आबादी के लिए मिल्क का जो प्रोडक्शन है वो सफिशिएंट नहीं है. So efforts are being made to see that cow and buffaloes give more milk. We are increasing the milk production. हम मिल्क का उत्पादन बढ़ा रहे हैं. It is known as White Revolution or Operation Flood program. तो वो एफर्ट्स जो मिल्क प्रोडक्शन को बढ़ा रहे हैं उसे कौन सा रेवोल्यूशन का नाम दिया गया? व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन का एंड ऑपरेशन फ्लड का. The word white stand for milk as milk is white. व्हाइट का मतलब है सफेद और दूध का कलर जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं सफेद होता है, इसलिए हमने इस रेवोल्यूशन को व्हाइट रेवोल्यूशन का नाम दिया. इस प्रोग्राम के अंदर देखें क्या क्या चीजें हैं. Under this program, as I am highlighting it, quality of milk cattle is being improved. They are being given a rich and balanced diet. They are checked and treated for their health too. A number of dairy plants have been set up in various parts of India. In these plants, milk is produced to make standard milk. It is sold at proper rates in big cities. Butter, cheese and milk powder are also produced here. So these are the things which is under the White Revolution program. So let's discuss the beast of burden. Bullocks and buffaloes are real friends of Indian farmers. So they pull the plow and levers. They rotate the presence wheel to draw water from the well. They help in separating the grain from the straw. They carry the harvest and food grains from farms to village and towns. In mountains, mules and yaks carry the luggage. In thick forest, elephants are tamed and carry heavy logs. थिक फॉरेस्ट में कौन कौन से जानवर का यूज होता है हैवी लॉग्स को उठाने के लिए? फॉरेस्ट एलिफेंट का. The camel is ship of desert. कैमल क्या होता है? रेगिस्तान का जहाज होता है जो सामान को इधर से उधर ले जाने के लिए हेल्प करता है. It carries burden in desert area. We also ride on horse, camels, elephant and yaks. So this is all about beast and of burdens. Let's discuss the other uses of it. So the waste of cattle is used as manure to produce better crops. Nowadays it is also used to prepare biogas. तो जो cattle के waste होते हैं उसे हम क्रॉप्स को और बेटर बनाने के लिए उस वेस्ट की खाद बनाते हैं और इसका यूज हम उस वेस्ट का यूज हम एज ए बायोगैस भी करते हैं. We use biogas for cooking and lighting. Some people kill livestock for their food. They eat meat of cattle, fish, and eggs of hens. The hair of sheep, goats, and camels are used for making wool. Wool is used in making shawl, blankets, woolen cloths, and carpets. Animals are useful from birth to death. All their body parts are used by humans. The hides and skins of dead animals are used for making shoes, bags, and belts. जो एनिमल्स होते हैं वो बर्थ से लेके उनके डेथ तक हमें हमेशा यूज आते हैं. जो डेथ एनिमल्स होते हैं उनकी स्किन का हम शू बनाते हैं, बैग्स बनाते हैं, बेल्ट्स बनाते हैं. The hair of tails of animals are making brushes. Even their bones are crushed and ground to make manure. So these are the very important things of animals. So, dear student, these are very important things in the chapter. Let's understand taking care of animals, which is last learning objective of the chapter or subtopic of the chapter. Generally, the cattle is not properly looked after. They should be cleaned and fed properly. उन्हें properly खाना खिलाना चाहिए और properly clean भी करना चाहिए. They should be more veterinary hospital to treat and control animal disease. They should be treated very kindly. Cruelty makes them sick. तो हमें एनिमल्स के साथ कभी भी गंदा और कठोर व्यवहार नहीं करना चाहिए, जिससे कि क्या होता है वो बहुत ज्यादा बीमार हो जाते हैं. सो डियर स्टूडेंट, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द चैप्टर एग्रीकल्चर एंड लाइफ स्टॉक्स. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट 12th chapter. We will study 13th chapter in our next class. Thank you.